can become close to you and have only known you for a short period of time. Know that if an acquaintance is asking you for money or personal info about bank or credit accounts, they probably have ulterior motives. Don't assume because of what a person looks like or what job they have that they could never be an identity thief. Finally, Kelli will explain how you can prevent identity theft and what you can do if you become a victim.
According to Identity Theft Labs in 2010, 1 out of every 20 people would fall victim to identity theft. According to research, these odds are rising each year. In order for you to beat the odds, you must know how to prevent yourself from becoming a victim, and you must know what to do to recover your identity if you do become a victim. Today, I would like to share where your identity can be stolen from, how you can prevent yourself from becoming a victim, and what to do if you should become a victim. First, you must know where your identity can be stolen from in order to know how you can protect yourself from it being stolen. Identities are most commonly stolen from your mail, your computer, or your trash, your wallet, checks, and credit cards. The Federal Trade Commission said in the last year 400,000 Americans suffered from identity theft due to stolen mail. This is largely because anybody can get into your mailbox, steal your mail, and then steal your identity. Also, many people are unaware of how dangerous the internet can be. Spyware, viruses, hackers, fake emails, and online transactions are all different ways that people can steal your identity online. Have you ever heard the saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure? Well, that's very true when it comes to identity theft. What you may think is junk, another person can use to steal your identity and make thousands of dollars. This includes mail that is not properly gotten rid of. This is mostly paper and forms that people throw away that have their personal information on them without shredding it. Stolen wallets, checks, and credit cards account for 30% of identity theft, which you can see on the chart up here. This includes wallets that are unattended, checks that have your social security number written on them as your ID, and credit card numbers stolen through over-the-shoulder peeking, photocopying, and on the internet. Once you know where your identity is most commonly stolen from, you can start to take precautions. As Jessica said, there are 5 forms of identity theft. While it is impossible to completely get rid of the opportunities for identity theft to take place, it is possible to make it much harder for the thief. The first is character identity theft, and this is the hardest one to protect yourself against. The thieves commonly use your name, driver's license, date of birth, and your social security number. The most important thing is to not give out information online unless you're completely convinced that it's a legitimate and secure website. The next is social security identity theft, and this is the most important number that you should secure because it can be used in many different cases against you. First, you need to know who really needs your social security number. No doctor, unless it is on Medicare or Medicaid, needs your social security number. Also, phone companies and credit card companies do not need your social security number. Tax authorities, welfare offices, and state departments of motor vehicles do need your social security number. And your employer also needs your social security number in order to report your earnings and your payroll taxes. And also, if you are planning on joining the military, they need to know your social security number as well. But overall, you need to keep your social security number secure. You can do this by not keeping your social security card in your wallet. You should keep it somewhere secure. Also, you should only use the number where it is definitely necessary, and you should never use it online. Never print your social security number on checks, business cards, or address labels. Check your social security earnings and benefit statement. And if you must carry your health insurance card or Medicaid card, copy the card and black out the last 4 digits of your social security number. The next is medical identity theft. Thieves commonly use your driver's license number, social security number, and your health insurance information. You can protect yourself by not providing insurance information over the phone or online, reviewing your medical bills and your medical records closely, shredding your health insurance forms, prescriptions, and physician statements before you throw them away, and also destroying the labels on your prescription bottles of medicine before you throw those out. The next is driver's license identity theft. Having this number alone isn't much of a threat, but thieves can find this number and find out other information through using this number that can lead to identity theft. You can protect yourself by always keeping your driver's license in your wallet and keeping your wallet in a secure place such as your pocket or your purse. and you should not give out your driver's license number unless it is absolutely needed. The last is credit card identity theft, which is the most common. Thieves use this number, as just said, to create new accounts and rack up charges that you end up paying. One way that you can protect yourself against over-shoulder identity theft is when you're at an ATM or making credit card transactions, make sure that nobody is around you or behind you and peeking at your number. Also, you should sign your credit card with a Sharpie, not a pencil or a pen, because thieves can erase this number and write over it, but in a Sharpie they would not be able to do that. And the last tip is to keep the Please Activate sticker on your credit card. Thieves don't bother taking your credit card if they see that the card has not been activated yet. Overall, you should shred your trash, which includes receipts, credit card statements, personal documents, and credit card applications. You should have locked filing cabinets at home where you keep your Social Security card and other personal documents. If you can, you should mail through using the post office because they are locked mailboxes. Create intricate passwords online. Don't use your Social Security number, your graduation date, your maiden name, or information that people would be easily able to guess. And if you are online shopping, you should use a PayPal account versus giving out your credit card information to every single website. If you do fall victim to identity theft, you must know how to recover your identity. It is absolutely imperative that you take action immediately if your identity is stolen so that the situation does not escalate. First, you should report the incident to the major credit bureaus. The most popular three are TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Next, you need to contact your creditors and close all the accounts. And lastly, you need to file a report with either the Federal Trade Commission, the FBI, or the U.S. Secret Service. And depending on what kind of identity theft it is, you might need to report it to the Postal Inspection Service, Social Security Administration, or the IRS as well. So let's sum up what I've talked about. It is important to know where your identity is stolen from, and then it is important that you take the necessary precautions so that you do not become a victim. And if you do become a victim, you must take action immediately so that the problem does not escalate. The average victim spends around 330 hours recovering their identity. Don't become one of the 1 in 20 every year that fall victim to identity theft. Start protecting yourself today.
So let's summarize what we have gone over today. Identity theft occurs when a thief uses a victim's name or their personal information without their permission and commits fraud or a crime. This can take place in 5 different forms like I presented: character identity theft, social security number identity